All right, welcome once again to our channel. This is very important, and we're happy to have you back online again on this airwaves Princess It channel, where we unleash everything about the long-awaited and expected grant that is the good news to happen to Nigerians. Yes, over the past week we've seen some level of insurrections coming from different quarters of people that are sworn avowed enemies of Apostle Ken Nwakama, just trying as much as possible to bring him down. But you see, I want to believe something, that there is no way they can bring this man down. He has a mandate. He has sworn to that effect, that is he is committed to bring peace. When it comes to the grant called UAAG, is a grant meant to foster peace to the masses, to Nigerian masses who had subscribed to this intervention. And I want us to know that in the middle of all this, even on the way to Canaan, there were a lot of bickering, a lot of issues that came up, that a whole lot, and the Bible made us to understand over 2 million came out of Egypt, but only 2 got there. The Bible said, with many of them, God was not well pleased. Their mind was on Canaan, but their eyes was back on Egypt. So a whole lot of individuals raised up allegations in the wilderness, like the company of Dathan, Korah, and Abiram, and we knew what happened to them. For the first time in the history of mankind, the ground clave under them, open its mouth and swallow that company, because they also brought up some insurrections against the God called man Moses. And I think something of this nature is happening at this time, where we have conspirators, people with black and bad mind, just wanting the best for themselves alone. That is evil. Wanting the fun for themselves alone and their families and their generations unborn, and that is wickedness. That's callousness. So we have some level of warning coming from Ostracom, also telling us some hideous acrimonies that are under the siege, that we never knew things about, that is coming, that is happening. But all the same, we need to understand that the truth will prevail. The truth will prevail. And now we got an intel that they are scared. Ostracom said they are scared. Now, fear is on all over the place. Fear is on every side, from the haters of Professor Ambassador Ken Nwakama. By his haters, they are scared. You need to just listen to this commentary for you to know that they have to be scared, because something is about to happen. All right. It is titled, "They Are Now Afraid." I think that is interesting. They are now afraid. You heard me well. They are now scared. Now listen to this. They are scared. Those that hate His Excellency Ambassador Professor Kenneth Nwakama, certainly they do have some genuine reasons to feel scared. Ken Nwakama so far has not only withstood successfully the unrelenting barrage of attacks of calumny from far and near, he has also remained consistent, focused, and seemingly unperturbed. The fear that there must be a secret reason for his courage in the face of so much of a highly coordinated oppositions. The fear that if they don't bring him down, he might somehow end up disturbing a grant funds. So the malice, name-calling, and campaign of calumny are all unfounded allegations, a fight to take Ken down, a means to a dark end. But they never thought of one reality that is fast dawning. It is the fact that grants community stakeholders are getting smarter by the day. I pray you keep getting even better. All right, stay calm, stay strong, friends, your day will soon break into joy. And you see, they are scared. Take note of that word. They are scared. They are afraid that if they don't bring Ken down, he might somehow end up disturbing grant funds. I think that is enough for you to take home. And that's the fear of the evil plotters. It happened just in the day of Daniel. They are scared that if Daniel continues to pray, is he the only one that knows how to pray? The Bible said they went on a plot and plotted against him that nobody should ask of any petition from any person except from the king for the next 30 days. They were scared. Something about him scares them. And in the innocency of the king, he thought it was a blessed a blessed plea or a blessed bargain. They constrained him to sign a campaign of calumny into law, and he did innocently. They were scared. But as he used to do, the Bible says he would always pray. Daniel will always pray. Towards the evening time or evening sacrifice and oblation, Daniel will go into his house, open his windows towards Jerusalem and begin to pray. And as he used to do when it was time, never known what was plotted against him, he went back to his house around evening time. He opened his window, and as he knelt down, began to pray. The plotters were arrayed. They peeped through the window. They saw him praying again. They ran straight to the king. He has breached the law. We know the consequences of that action. They took him, sent him to the king. He was raided and paraded before the lions. He was thrown into the den. But he soon became the friend of lions. And for a whole day, a whole night, lions were his friends, because anyone who is partnering, who is a friend with God, the Bible said God will make his enemies to be at peace with him. They may not want to be at peace, but somehow, somewhere, they don't have any way to bring him down. They are scared. The haters of Daniel soon became lions' meal. I think lions had a field day. They had enough for breakfast, enough for lunch, and enough for dinner. When they were landing inside the lion's den, all the lions were smelling was lunch. They were smelling breakfast, they were smelling lunch, and they were smelling dinner. The Bible said the lions had a mastery of them, broke their bones and destroyed their families. You know, there's something peculiar about haters, not just about them alone. Their families goes for it. So they aren't just scared alone, they are scared with their families, with their plotters. But I want us to remain calm. The Office of Extracom, I can also say that they are doing well in the support of this grant disbursement. Informations of this magnitude supposed not to be hidden. They are trying all their best to bring up information, strategic informations into the public layer so that we all can be fed by it. And I want to thank you, those of you who have been patient all along, patient enough to see that this grant is disbursed. It will definitely come to you. What is yours would not pass you by. Just be patient. It can't be farther than it had been. It can't be longer than it had been. It is sooner going to happen. Yeah. So put your hope alive, put your trust in God, and thank you for always coming by to our channel. Yes, I must confess, I love you all. Must confess that you're trying your best to keep the views on. You're trying your best to subscribe on, to share our videos. We are seeing all that you do at the back end of this channel. Thanks. I must confess, I'm grateful. We are so thankful to you. We're indebted to you to grow our community. And this is to our benefit. This is a movement, and this is a motivator that motivates us to be able to feed you more on the expectations that is at